All right. We have started the recording. It is April 30th, and this is Workshop Wednesdays with our special featured guests, Leonardo Ganillo from MAGIIS. Welcome, everybody. We're so happy to have you here. We hope that these sessions provide you the opportunity to be able to ask questions and learn new features that you may not be familiar with on GNet and our new supercharged GNet Connect platform. Thank you for being here. For any of you who are new to GNet, I just wanted to give a little introduction that GNet is a user-friendly, technology efficient, and tailored to the needs of the transportation industry. By using GNet, businesses can stay competitive in today's digital world. We handle thousands of reservations monthly, so you know that we're a trusted platform. And we have over 4,700 users across the globe at the moment already using GNet. And by using GNet, every member becomes part of a large global network, expanding their reach and their opportunities. And we're integrated with over 55 of the world's best technologies and adding new ones constantly. So welcome, everyone. And let's start with questions. We're going to do questions and answers first, and then we're going to have our special guest MAGIIS do a demonstration and tell us about their platform. Hi, Kathy from Urban. Nice to see you. All right, so does anyone have a question? You can raise your hand and I can call on you. Okay, well, maybe we can have some conversation starters. Hi, Brian Whitlock. Nice to see you. Always good to have you. So there was a couple of we have a question. Hold on, let's see. Let's raise the hand. Let's answer those questions first. Where's the raise hand? Okay, I don't see who's raised their hand, but please go ahead and unmute yourself and ask away.
No, that wasn't a question. I was waving hi.
Oh, you were waving hi? Thank you, Brian. Okay. So one of the first things we wanted to talk about is, you know, typically when you're browsing through social media, there's a lot of questions, you know, who has a Sprinter van available in Vegas, blah, blah, blah. So with the Connect portal, we have something called affiliate needs. And there you have the ability to request your needs and get a private response. I think I'm going to pass this on to Sharon to elaborate a little bit, and then we'll see if anyone has any questions as to how that feature works and why it's there. Sharon?
Thank you. Yes, it's been brought up a few times where, you know, when you have a need at a specific market, let's say you need a minibus in New Orleans, and people go on Facebook or other social media places to request that. But the feedback we're getting is a lot of companies don't respond, because if a specific company has 4 or 5 partners in that area, they don't want to just send it to one person. It doesn't look good for the others. So a lot of companies are not responding to those requests. That's why in the new GNet Connect portal, Reza and Sina created this affiliate need basically feature, where it's a private need. So when you are requesting something in New Orleans, you just go in the Connect portal, you put in your need, and the companies in New Orleans who have, you know, subscribed to be able to receive these can go ahead and respond directly. So anybody can respond to any company. It's a private response. So that's the main reason it was created. We're just hoping more people use it, because it's a much better way to do it than getting on social media. You get better responses.
Sure. Patrick, you have a question. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. So one of the challenges we face when we're looking for affiliates outside of our own market is, you know, finding reliable affiliates. I could Google search or use Facebook and find, you know, a dozen affiliates, but that doesn't tell me that they are quality. And we've had some challenges in the past with that. So as far as getting on to GNet Connect, what are the qualifications? Is there any vetting process, or is it just kind of a hub where for everybody?
It's a great question, Patrick. It's still a hub. I mean, it's still basically the portal where every GNet member gets in. Now, in the current portal, you've seen it many times. There's not a whole lot you can put in on your company profile. You can put in the airports that you service, the cities that you service. That's about it. On the Connect portal, you can actually put in your fleet pictures. You can add documents. So if you are looking for a company in New Orleans and you see 5 companies on GNet on the Connect portal, you can actually see if anybody has updated their documents. They put certificate of insurance or airport permits. That way you see who's done that portion. So we can't kind of let everyone who registers on GNet, but the Connect portal will hopefully be able to add these features where you can where you have options, you can dig in further. The Connect portal, we can show you a little quick demo. But yeah, it's a lot more than you just see what airports they service. You can see a lot more about their testimonials. We even have a feature where you can give a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Now, the thumbs down, we're not showing that, but if you have a partner you want to look into, if they have 50 thumbs up on GNet, that means that's a good sign. So there's a few more things that Connect does over the current portal. So definitely the Connect portal should help in that matter.
Absolutely. Reza, would you like to add anything to what
Absolutely.
Sharon just said?
So yes, as Sharon mentioned, that the Connect portal has more data as yet another quality control is like document management. And we also recently added, I call fresh out of oven, is that pre-partnership requirement that you may receive lots of requests. Hey, let's connect, maybe random connection. Now you can set up, hey, in order to connect with me, you have to have these criteria, such as certification of insurance coverage of 1 million, 10 million. You have to have airport permits. So you can at least they can see that what kind of requirement you have. So we are adding these things that are more of a vetting that you give you confidence and trust. If you look in a partner in LAX, you have maybe find 50 of them. Which one is the right one? So we are adding that.
Thank you, Reza. Patrick, did that answer your question?
It did. Yeah, that was great information. Thank you. I would be looking forward to some kind of demo of the platform.
Absolutely. We can schedule a private demo for you. So if you can reach out to support@grdd.net and make a request for a demo, one of us will get back to you and take care of that. Mammoth Ride, sorry. Please go ahead. You have a question. Unmute, please. Can you unmute yourself so we can hear you? Monmouth iRide?
Yep. Okay.
There we go.
There it is on the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay. So I use Ever Transit, and on the Ever Transit app, there's a drop down menu to connect to GNet. But when I hit that and connect to GNet, I'm signed up with GNet, separately, but it's not showing. It doesn't open up. When it opens up the GNet page, I have to sign in. Like, it doesn't recognize that I am already signed up on GNet. So and I haven't been able to, like, for anybody that uses Limo Anywhere, Like if I try to do a job with them and connect, my ride or share rides or however it works. And I also have Connect, but it, if the Connect isn't working, we have to, like, we want to share a ride, they have to send all the information outside of GNet and outside of Connect. So should this be should we be able to transfer rides or send rides back and forth through GNet and through Connect?
That's a great question. Sharon, do you think you're the right person to respond?
Yeah, I mean, you cannot, the GNet is not a reservation system, so you cannot send out of Connect or out of GNet. You can send out of Limo Anywhere. You need to have the farm out module set up. So Limo Anywhere support has to set that up for you. But if you are enabled to farm out on Limo Anywhere, then yes, you can farm out to any other GNet member. And for receiving the same thing, as long as you're set up correctly, you should be able to receive from any other GNet member.
Again, yeah, I'm using Ever Transit, so mostly the people on your portal are using Limo Anywhere in the U.S. So I just I'm not I just don't know how to do this connection because it's not working for me.
Perhaps a good suggestion, Sharon, might be if you do off the meeting, do a one-on-one and go
Yeah.
over the details to see if we can assist.
Yeah, we can do it one-on-one. As far as the Ever Transit where you log in, that part probably best to check with Ever Transit why that's not working. But after this call, I'll send you an email on the email you have on file, and then we can set up a private call, and then I can show you more about what needs to be done.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, sure.
Thank you so much. Okay, so on that note, there was one more topic I wanted to bring up. I think I would like our CTO Reza to address this one, but a lot of people receive email requests for rides with details, and they have to turn around and type everything in as a reservation. I know that this is something that's important to Brian, for example, Brian Whitlock. Reza, would you like to elaborate how Connect can help and the features that we have for that issue?
Yeah, sure. Basically, we created an AI agent. So once you receive a code request in form of email or email, maybe have an attachment, either a PDF attachment or image attachment, all you need to do is forward that email to our AI agent. So that AI agent digests the request in terms of the passenger information, drop off information, pickup time, and what it does, it constructs that reservation and it drops on your reservation system. The benefit of it is that it eliminates human reading emails and typing on your reservation system eliminates human errors. But I think we had lots of calls and talks with Brian, but there are its own challenges. I think Brian forwarded me a very good example saying, pick up my wife from my house. So AI doesn't understand that, unfortunately. It needs to have some context, right? So we need trying to find out how do we fill those gaps. So by reading that. So we did a few other enhancements in terms of especially reading attachments. Yeah, that's what we introduced recently.
Okay, perfect. Does anyone have any questions on this feature or would like to add any thoughts on that? Okay, all right. Any other questions relating how to use Connect? Brian Whitlock has raised his hand. Go ahead, Brian.
Hey, I mentioned to Amir a couple times in regards to looking at reservations that are in the GNet directory, things that I've sent and received. If you open that up, you guys are masking some of the information. And at the top, you're saying for privacy reasons. And I mentioned to Amir, I don't know of what privacy reasons there possibly could be. And if we could get that unmasked, if it's a job I'm sent from one to another, then they already know what's being hidden by that mask. So Amir couldn't come up with anything, and he was going to talk to you guys about it, about unmasking that stuff. The reason I want to unmask is I want to see what GNet sent my affiliate. I guess sometimes they say, oh, we didn't get it that way. If I have a way to go into GNet and confirm what my system had is what GNet's got and was what GNet sent, it'd be a lot more helpful in that regard.
I'm with you on that, Brian. So we have, for the manager level security, we should show the passenger information. So we call PII. For non-managerial, we should still mask it. So let me get the final confirmation with Amir. I think we should make it for, if your role is a manager, you should be able to see that.
Right, and I'm also mentioning when it comes like to the quote feature, you know, right now I can't create a user in GNet for like a reservation agent to be able to go into the system just to get quotes. So I'm not going to give them managerial access, you know, to GNet. So is there a way down the road we can create a user on our GNet account that all they can do is get quotes?
I don't know the answer. Let me try that on my end. I haven't tried that. But if not, I will give access to regular users to be able to submit codes. So let me write a note.
Yeah, because, you know, I want my reservation agents to be able to have that.
Yeah,
They should be able to go into GNet, hey, I need a quote in New York or wherever.
Yeah.
But if I give them access currently, then they have managerial access and they can get into a whole bunch of things I don't want them in.
Exactly. So I'm adding note for regular users, they should be able to submit quote requests. Is that what you want, right?
Right. They need to be able to get a quote or answer a quote. Right.
You got it.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Brian. Thank you. And just one last thinking point on a conversation we had earlier about the affiliate needs, the option. I just wanted to point out that one of the other reasons that we have this on the Connect portal is when you put it on social media, it's sort of like Russian roulette. You're putting it out there. You don't know who's going to see it. You don't know when they're going to see it. With our Connect portal, when you put in an affiliate need, everything's in one place. So basically, once you've put the need, everyone who's on GNet is able to see it. Reza, can you elaborate there? It goes out like an email or something?
Sure. Let me do it. Share my screen.
Sure. Just to finish, yeah, that topic.
When you come to Connect under product, we have affiliate needs. As I mentioned, that is central place that partners, they post their needs. And then let me see. Okay, so it usually doesn't work while we're demoing it. So basically, the idea is that we see all the needs that posted by affiliates, and then you can subscribe to location. Say if anything happens to in Los Angeles or Miami, so we will get the notification. You don't need to proactively go to all the social media, all like Facebook groups, but it's a more of, let me see why it doesn't work. Give me a second.
More specific request, yeah, that suits your market.
Refresh. Yeah, anyway, so that the needs has to become here. So you can see list of needs, and then you reply the needs. Say, hey, I have the availability for that market.
Perfect. Perfect. Yeah. And also, I think Richard de Krager, when this topic came up, when we were on the ILLBA session about affiliate work, he was saying that, you know, it's not secure to put these needs on Facebook. You end up getting spammed. People can, you know, take your information, et cetera, et cetera. So long story short, this is a very good feature. And once you get familiar with how to use it, I think it would benefit our GNet users. All righty, let's see if there's any other questions. If not, we're going to pass the floor to MAGIIS and Leonardo. Any questions before we move to MAGIIS? Okay. All right, Leonardo, welcome to our session. We're very excited to have you here. MAGIIS is one of our 55 integrated partners. We've connected over, I think, 2 years now. So this is an opportunity for him to let you guys know what MAGIIS brings to the table. So I'll, without further ado, pass the floor to Leonardo. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. Thank you for inviting me to this workshop, and thank you for your partnership. Let me share my screen. Let me know when you can see the screen. You see the screen?
Yes.
Okay, great. Generally, when I start a workshop like this one, I don't add some slides, but I decided to add these slides to the audience just to generate a little of awareness, and asking all the audience if they know who these two guys are. I don't know if you know these two guys. These two guys, 19 years ago, they were traveling through Paris and they couldn't hire a cab. And they decided to create a company that today, that was March 2009, that today the market capitalization is $163 billion. And they started with the taxi industry, then they expanded to the premium industry. During COVID, they expanded to food delivery, and now they're trying to make their way through coach industry and logistics. I'm talking about Uber. I don't know if you were about them, but I'm going to talk to you about how technology can have a huge impact in your current business, and how can we grow together with MAGIIS. My name is Leonardo Gagno. I'm the founder and CEO of MAGIIS. I have been working for 30 years in the technology business with several exits in different market locations, and also the author of the book Mobility 3.0 that is available on Amazon. Let me talk about what we offer today. MAGIIS is a company, a technology company that offers an end-to-end software solution and a marketplace for passenger transportation providers. Our platform allows your companies to grow vertically in the area that you are currently operating, for example, reservations, luxury cars, limo, but also allows you to grow horizontally. If you want to start other businesses, like, for example, serving university campuses, serving microtransit areas with the government, you can do so with our platform. Our platform is all-in-one and is an end-to-end software solution. Why we decided to create this platform? Because as these two guys saw 19 years ago, we saw that current dispatching softwares are leaving behind your customers, because you're losing new opportunities. Sometimes the software that is available, the providers that are available today in the market have old school approaches to online and on-demand rights reservations and demands, and of course they have few communication channels with their customers. I would like to double click on that at the end of the presentation. That is so important. Also, the current offers are restricting the growth in the operations because the market is growing. People are the car ownership is going down 7% per year only in the US, and the people are getting used to request rides that are by reservation and on demand, and they're requesting very let's say quality services. And at the end, we saw that we are turning away real customers because sometimes they're requesting some type of let's say dispatch in some area, some region that we were discussing, that sharing resources, but you don't have the vehicle or the resource to cover that service requirement. And you know, all the farm in and farm outs are offline, and sometimes you don't have reliable partners in the market. That's why we created MAGIIS. MAGIIS is an end-to-end software solution and also a marketplace for passenger transportation providers. Our marketplace is open, is an open marketplace that interfaces with all the open marketplaces in the US. That's why we have a very close partnership with GNet since 2 years ago, because we think that GNet is one of the most prominent networks in our industry in the United States and worldwide. How is our approach? Well, we simplify the customer engagement. How we do that? We bring up an easy-to-use solution for allowing customers, your customers, to order for nearly every imaginable interface. We streamline your operations by enhancing and your company's full automated back office. And we are transforming the provider's collaborations with our open marketplace interface with different partners in the US and worldwide. Just to double click, for your customers, we created a wide level Internet of Rights omni-channel interface. I will double click on what we call, what we mean by omni-channel interface, but it's built to simplify the vehicle reservation process. Your customers are going to be able with MAGIIS to reserve a ride through your web page, through a telephone call, through an application, through WhatsApp, through a manifest, and also many other channels through internet. For transportation providers, for you, we have an all-in-one enterprise platform with autonomous dispatching, payment, driver support, and vehicle asset tracking. And of course, we have our cloud marketplace for share inventory to create what we call an always available experience for for your customers. We are based in the US, in the sunny Elms Beach, Florida, and we have been in the market. We started 10 years ago, and we launched into the United States 2.5 years, 3 years ago. We are currently processing more than 14 million trips per quarter, managing in our platform almost 400,000 passengers. We have 75 transportation providers in our platform, and we are operating in the US, Argentina, Bahamas, Canada, Colombia, Peru. We want to cover all the Americas and growing 40% per year. Our current partners are GNet, of course, Amazon Web Services, Google for geolocalization, MailChimp, Authorize.net, Stripe, and we just certified yesterday with IBIS Charge. Our objective is to be free to choose whatever partner you want in the area of payment gateways. And we are going to continue adding more partners in our platform as we speak. In fact, in 6 weeks, we are going to have QuickBooks direct interface into our platform as well. Let me give you a quick view of our technology features. As I told you, we have a white label platform. That means that you are going to be introduced to your customer with your own branding and logo, and it will promote the growth and acquisition of new customers across all the age segments. Why we promote this? Because the traditional customer is changing. They have not only fans, siblings, or other people that they can tell you to use your service, but they have different preferences to request a ride or make a reservation. That's why we support a lot of channels like smartphone app, telephone dispatcher on the cloud. Now we are integrating with different IVRs with AI technology on the cloud. Web page, we have corporate portals for corporations. We have a concierge portal, WhatsApp, even social media, and of course, CSV and PDF manifest uploads for big, requests of reservations. We do a multi-language support. Today, we are supporting 3 languages in our platform, but of course, we are open to continue enhancing our multi-language support in our platform. talking about autonomous dispatching and operation, all the dispatching could be done manually by you, but if you decide, you can use our specialized algorithms to make dispatching. All the reservations could be autonomously dispatched or manually dispatched. This is a decision when we make the configuration of the platform and when we upload all the policies of your company in our platform. We have designed all our technology as a passenger-centric design to provide your passengers an outstanding journey, not only for requesting rides and drop-off, but also through the payment of the trip. We have a very very solid payment gateway development in our platform. Of course, we have all the security features like rider panic feature and connectivity. We have some customers that they are working in cities and they need some panels for the police. Then the police will have a panel of your company and they will be able to locate if they have any issues with passenger or drivers, and with all the connections that you need. We include that open APIs. Open APIs means that we have open interfaces to interface with whatever system you are facing in your customer. We have a case in the US with a university that we are interfacing our software so that the university can make reservations from their system to MAGIIS system directly to our customer, to our transportation provider. Also, we provide real-time dashboards and locations for all your assets. You will be able to monitor all your vehicles online. You will know in real time where they are located, and also you are going to see if they're in trouble or they have any needs. We provide an internal WhatsApp in our system. You don't need to use several systems just to connect with your passengers or with your drivers. I think that I mentioned this, but we use Google as online geolocalization technology and Amazon Web Services as our cloud partner to provide the service. Also, I told you that we allow our customers to grow not only vertically, we serve the delivery market, but also we have customers serving cities with microtransit, non-emergency transportation, paratransit, and multi-stop systems. This is configured depending on what are the services that you are going to deliver to your customers. We support different types of vehicles. This is very important because you said why you need to support different types of vehicles, because our vehicles are tokenized inside our system. What that means is the system has the vehicles have properties. Then if a customer requests an IV vehicle with a female driver, the system will locate that female driver and that EV car and will reserve or dispatch online the car that is requesting that customer, depending on the configuration. At the beginning of the year, in January, we signed an agreement with May Mobility, and now we have the ability to support autonomous vehicles and minibuses. May Mobility is a company based in Ann Arbor, Michigan, and they're using as a base platform the Toyota Sienna, and they bring all the automation and all the autonomous capabilities to that car. And we are the only platform that have that agreement for delivery industry. Also, as we work in microtransit, we support zones by date and times, by zip codes, and restriction of areas with geofences, pick up, stop, or drop off. And we have dynamic digital parking lots of stands. You can open branches all over the United States and start operation in different areas, not only in your region. You can make partnerships with other companies and start operations in other states or other cities, only making agreements with different companies, and they will be cars as their from your own fleets. That is the beauty of working on the cloud and being digital. You can open and grow very fast, because you know that in our business, each car is an production unit. The more production units you have, the more money you make. Also, we provide dynamic routing and stops, and special routes designed to based on customer needs or requests. This is important because there are some companies that are providing services on some campuses, and they need specific routing, and we can build that in our system. Also, we provide corporate portal. This is a very good feature. Is very well accepted from some corporations, because you can be able to provide corporations with a tailored portal from your company through MAGIIS, and the companies will be able to self-manage their employees, their reservations, and also their cost centers. At the end of the month, they will be able to download reports, and they will be able to see online all the trips and all the tickets and slips. That this reduces 95% of the friction with your customers, because before calling you, they check the trips of their employees, and then they're calling you if they have something to complain about a trip or the cost of a trip. You know? Of course, we provide different type of models in our system. We support company-owned vehicles with W2 drivers or contractors. Third-party fleet management fleets. This is very important because in some states, especially in some cities like New York, there are providers that they make agreements with fleet owners that they provide the fleets and the drivers. And that fleet owner, they have a portal that is provided by your company through MAGIIS, and they are able to see where their cars are online, and they're able to see their final, let's say, income per car, per day, per week, or per month. And of course, we provide with all the fleet management the ability to upgrade or downgrade the trips. That means if you have an SUV and the SUV is idle and doesn't have a job, and they accept a lower rate, you can make that reservation to that SUV automatically with our system. The other feature that we offer is table rates. Our table rates are rule-based design. That means that you can perform whatever you rule in terms of rates. Even you can have a single table rate per company, and it's very complete. You need to see it, but it's the most important modular feature that we have. And of course, is enabled by zone, has a dynamic configuration, and have many other features inside the table rate that you can configure based on your policy. And just to be honest and direct, this is the key of earning money in our business, being smart in how we rate our services and having the opportunity to have multiple table rates depending on the time of the day, depending on the company. That helps you to make more money and be more efficient. And at the end, we have a feature for commingling fleet optimization. We offer you heat maps based on drop-off and pickups routes. We have traffic optimization tools, and of course, a special routing setup. We do all that with our AI agent that is called Melita. Melita is the mobile-enabled logistic and integrated travel assistant. Melita does the route optimization. does the digital stop optimizations, does the reservations follow up when some customers make reservations through your web. Our AI module does the follow-up for 3 days to convert that reservation in a real trip, and does conversational write request through the WhatsApp interface. Also, and just to end up, because this is the last part of the presentation, we have an autonomous marketplace. It's an online marketplace where you can offer your services between the MAGIIS users, and it's completely interfaced with GNet. This is very important because when you have a request through GNet and you accept it, you will have a single panel where you can see all your reservations plus the GNet and all the reservations that are coming inside in only one single panel. You don't need to switch to other systems. It's fully integrated with GNet. As I told you before, we offer open APIs to connect to company external online and legacy systems, and interface to any internal system that you may have in the company. If you have an old ERP or accounting system, we can do it with our open APIs. And just to end up, as I told you, we have integrated with GNet, Authorize.net, Stripe, IBIS Charge since yesterday, MailChimp, WhatsApp, Google, and Amazon Web Services.
Fantastic.
And this is the last slide. This is our omnichannel interface. Your customers are going to be able to request rides through an IVR, through your PC or web page, through a personalized app, through social media, Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn, or also WhatsApp or any message system. And that's it. This is MAGIIS. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Leonardo. That was very, very informative. Before I ask if anyone else, and if anyone else has a question, do raise your hand. But I had two questions for you. What size transportation company do you think is best suited for your system?
Well, that is an excellent question, Jasmine. We have a threshold of 10 cars because we suggest to have an operator. We start from 10 cars and we have fleets of 400 cars, 500 cars. The good part of the platform is that you can start with 10 dispatchings or 10 cars, but you can grow very, very fast.
Great. That's very good. I see Yoali. Hi, Yoali. I see you've raised your hand. Please unmute and ask your question.
Hi, how's everybody doing? Leonardo, good to see you again. I have 4 questions. I'm trying to go over them. It's how easy is it to enter the rates? Can it be done geographically by geofences on the Google Maps, as you said you have that, or can it be done by distance or by time? Is there that flexibility?
All of those. First, you need to set up the table rate. The table rate can be set up because it's different like other systems that you're using today. You set up first the table rate based on distance or based on time or based on if it is a round trip or based on if it is point to point. And then you apply that table rate to an area and a zone. We don't operate the table rate inside that zone. You know, what we do is we have the zones and we have the table rates, and you can add those and build a very dynamic zone with table rates and geofences.
So depending on the service area, let's say I service Mexico City and Cancun, but Mexico City could be based on a geofence or a geographical area, and Cancun is based on time. Can it be done differently depending on the service area?
Correct.
Independently. Okay.
We have service areas and service levels. Then in Cancun, you can have a service area with some, I don't know, price or whatever, or pricing list. And you can have service levels. And you say, okay, I will do microtransit, I will do livery, I will do taxi. And you can have different type of service levels inside that area as well.
Okay, good. Is there an integration with expense report systems like Concur or SAP or Sabre? Or is there an integration with those?
Stay tuned. Yeah, stay tuned.
Okay,
Not
that's
today.
in the plans. That's in the
Yeah,
development.
no, that is going to happen this year. We have several requirements because some of our providers, other providers are like, let's say, they cannot get out from some other systems that are monopolic. That's why we are planning to. We have in our roadmap that integration, not only for the expenses, but also for the reservations.
Great. Do you have affiliates? You mentioned there's a possibility to rely on other users of this system. What you mentioned, one in the States that uses the Honda Odyssey or Toyota Sienna minivans. But do you also have other affiliates all over the world, maybe Europe or Asia, or not yet?
We use that's why we are interfaced with GNet. GNet is the biggest network and the most friendly, open, and let's say partner, a very good partner for all of us. That's why we use GNet for that.
So through GNet, which is kind of built into MAGIIS, I can find a supplier in wherever there's a user of GNet.
Yeah, the way it works is with your GNet number and ID, you go to our platform, you upload that, and you interface with that only once, and then you start to operate with GNet. Of course, if you need to search someone, you need to go to a GNet system. But again, we are totally integrated in the reservation area. When you receive a farm in or farm out, it's going to appear in our system. You are going to accept it or not, and it's going to appear in your panel through all your own reservations.
Okay, great. Thank you, Leonardo.
The future is the ecosystems. We need to connect ourselves to as many ecosystems as you can. The most important thing today is not only the system, but are the ecosystems. And GNet is one of the best ecosystems that we have been working so far.
You brought another question that is kind of the present, which it should be the future, but it's already the past. It's funny, but I'm talking about the on-demand service. I mean, that's something that is going to become the norm in the near future. Is there a possibility that MAGIIS can, if we bring enough in IOs or independent operators into the system, can it automatically assign to the closest driver, Uber-like, or not yet either?
Well, I don't want to call us Uber-like because I think that we are diminishing our companies. You know, we are the Shopify of the transportation industry. Then we do online, on demand, and we do reservations. And for the on demand, we have three algorithms. Those are three specialized algorithms. We can discuss that, Joely, after. I put my my webpage in the on the side, and you can send me a mail. I will put my personal email. But we have those capabilities today, and as I told you, we have fleets of 400 cars that they are using those algorithms, and it's very specialized.
Great, thank you, Leonardo. Thank you.
Thank you for your questions, Yoali. Thank you for the answers. Leonardo, does anyone, Reza has raised a hand. Go ahead, Reza.
Question, how we can get it started? Is there any like free trial? How is it to set up? How is it easy to onboarding? Maybe you can elaborate on that.
Yeah, you know, when something is very, very, very easy to onboard, that means that it doesn't have the features for your company. What we do is easy to onboard, but we do a trial, a paid trial. That means that you can onboard. We will help you with a dedicated consultant, and we will suggest you what policies you need to embed in our system. Let me give you an example. Sometimes it takes us more time to pick your brains to know your table rates before putting in the system, because the providers, they put prices not based in a logic, then it's very important that trial, because we help our partners to start to work faster in the system. I don't know if I answered your question.
Yeah, you did.
And thank you, Reza. Any other questions? I have one. Okay, I don't see any hands raised, so I'll ask my question. When you said that you're integrated with, I think it was eBiz and another one for payment gateways, do your users have a choice as to which service they can use for payments?
Yes. We don't want to get caught the user based on a payment gateway. We don't make money on the payment gateway. Most of the systems that we have, the offerings, they're making money on your transactions. That's why we offer the interfaces, and we don't make money on the payment gateway. We make money in our business, that is the transportation business.
Fantastic. Thank you for that. Yoali, go ahead.
Well, that brought another question. So you said you have the passenger app, and it's customer or passenger centric. It's all designed. This ecosystem is designed for passengers mostly, and that's great. So when the passengers app, is there a full integration with the payment gateway? It says, again, I don't want to diminish, but kind of Uber like, where they just enter the credit card and it automatically charges the card.
Yes, what we do is a personalized app that runs on iPhone operating system and Android operating system. You will have your own app with your name, with everything, and that is integrated with the payment gateway of your choice. If you cannot switch payment gateways, what you do is you set up and you say, okay, I would like to operate with MAGIIS, I want to operate with Stripe, and then we roll out that with your number, is your number and your payment gateway. We don't touch the money. We are not PCI compliant. The wallet is going to be in the payment gateway. We don't touch that.
Okay, so not PCI compliant. Okay.
No, because that is supported by the payment gateway. We don't touch it's on purpose. We don't touch that.
Yes. Okay, great. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you. Are there any other questions for Leonardo or for the grid team? Anyone? Okay. Well, it looks like we're right on the money. It's 10:56, so we have our closing statements. I just wanted to thank Leonardo, especially for his very wonderful presentation. It's really good to hear and learn about all the details. We all know there's all these different systems out there, but this is a great opportunity to fine-tune our knowledge of what it is that you bring to the table. And thank you for joining us and for being here. That was very informative. Thank you to my amazing GNet team here. I hope that if you have any questions, it's very easy to reach out and ask us. support@grdd.net. We're always ready, willing, and able to help answer your questions and get you more tuned in to all the various elements that our GNet portal, our GNet Connect portal brings to the table. On that note, if there's any closing comments from anyone, go right ahead. Maybe Reza, do you have anything to add? Sina, Sharam, Leonardo? No?
No, the only thing that I would like to add is thank you for inviting me, and think that the future will be online and based on this type of networks like GNet, and we need to move forward as an industry. If not, if we not move forward to digitalization, when somebody tells me I have been with this system 20 years, say, okay, 20 years ago the iPhone was not in the market, then I think that you are a little, I don't know, behind. Then we need to move forward. We need to include innovation. I think that GNet is including innovation every time, and I encouraged you to move forward with new innovation and new systems, because this is the only way to compete. That's why we are working with autonomous vehicles. This is going to happen in the next 3 years, and you need to be prepared for that.
That's right. Don't fear technology. It's not scary. It helps you. It makes life easier.
And it's helping to make money. We
Yeah.
are here to make money and to have our customer happier.
Yes.
And that is the way. That is the way.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. All right. On that note, thank you everyone for being here. We appreciate that you've taken the time out and joined us, and we hope to see you at our next session in a couple of weeks. We'll keep you guys posted on what's next on the menu. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you.
Have a
Bye-bye.
wonderful day.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye bye, everybody. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.